Good evening, Henry Grigione here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me on the Trump Republican page. Here live, broadcasting live in New York City in the Oculus building. This is about a half a block away from the World Trade Center Memorial. And I'm here on a special night because last night, I want to thank everybody that joined me. I was live at the scene where a deranged, sick individual, a terrorist who committed a horrific act of driving a vehicle in a bike path, killing 8 people and injuring about 12. So I was there live last night, and it was just heart-wrenching for me and other reporters that were there. But I'm here, Henry, live from the Trump Republican page, here on site right now in the Oculus building, which is a building. In a little while, after I finish with my interview with my very great guest, who is Gene Hubbard. I see him. Gene, I see you. Give me a moment. And I'll be bringing him up. He is the super fan. If you guys know who he is the guy that ran on stage when Donald Trump back then was running. When he was running, he asked him to come on stage. He spoke and gave Donald Trump, our president, a great big hug. So thank you for joining me. And I wanted to attend a vigil, but I was not able to get to that vigil. I might be going later on. But we're going to be bringing up Gene in a little bit, and we will be discussing many things. So guys, last night, again, a terrorist at around 3:08 p.m., a driver, a terrorist, a demon, plowed his car into a bike path in New York City near the West Side Highway, killing 8 and injuring 12. Among those injured were children in a special needs bus when his pickup truck from U-Hauls crashed into it. In the nearby high school was Stuyvesant High School. 2 staff members, 2 teenagers with 2 students were also injured in what happened. I won't say his name. He does not deserve to know his name. We do not care about his name because he is demonized. The reports have come out that he entered the country in 2010 with a diversity visa program, and he just came into the country. And also, the brainchild out of all this, of that program, was New York State Senator, Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, the Democratic minority leader. He was one of the brainchilds to this diversity program. And the guy that jumped out of the vehicle, for sure, he jumped out. He had 2 weapons with him, which were fake. Comes out to be fake. And the NYPD, one brave officer, shot and killed him. Not killed him, but shot and wounded him. He was in surgery. When I heard today, he's out of it. He is under complete guard, heavy guard, FBI, NYPD is involved. The first thing that comes to my mind, ladies and gentlemen, is to have this guy sent to Gitmo. Do not read his memoranda rights. He has no rights whatsoever because he's now considered a terroristic threat in what he did. So without further ado, let me see if I could bring up Gene to bring him in, and we will see for the act that he did with our president here on the Trump Republican page. Henry Live tonight, broadcasting live near the 9/11 Memorial Center, in which I'm here. It's called the Oculus building, and this is a place where all the tourists come, and it does break your heart. There is a memorial church not too far from here in which everybody here in New York City has actually come to realize what happened on 9/11. And once again, the last attack was 9/11, and now we have again. Hey Gene, buddy, what's up, man?
What's going on, Henry?
How you doing, my friend? Thank you so much for joining. I'm good. It's an honor to have you on the show. You are an incredible super fan. I was telling everybody, would you like to say hello to everybody? There's a lot of people already joining.
Hello, we the people. How are you all doing? I just want to thank Henry and Trump Republicans for inviting me on this show. I saw you on Facebook saying that you're doing interviews for Trump supporters. I was like, super fan didn't get a phone call. You know, so I made a message. I messaged you folks, as you well know, and thank you, and hello to everybody. Yes,
and that's awesome, Gene. You are. Oh, there you go. Nice T-shirt. Ooh, that's a nice one.
Please, but you know, Henry, just in regards though, what you were saying, you know, prayers out to the, you know, obviously the families and you know, and everybody, the men and women in uniform that do that and have to go into there for us. It's horrible. I mean, if I just could interject on that, I mean, this guy shouldn't even have been here.
Exactly.
Period.
They should have vetted him before, and they're looking into it. They're trying to see if he has any other ties besides his self-proclaimed ISIS ties. I got to tell you,
Right.
Gene, I was down there. I was telling everybody, I was there with other reporters, and my heart is still hurt. I mean, I can't tell you how many situations have happened here in the city, and it's one too many, man. It's one too many. You, as an American, you do know that we have to stop this. There's too many lives being lost. And
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, and Henry, how's the lighting? Do I look too bright? Do I look okay here?
You look perfect, man. You look perfect, man.
Good,
Everything's
thank
perfect.
you.
Yeah, you're one of the best lights out of the interviews I have.
Yeah,
They're usually dark.
you can see my museum that I've had to build up for 2 years here. We'll get a lot into that, Henry. I'll go with your flow of the show, sir.
Please do,
And,
please do.
we'll go from there, okay?
Okay, so first thing is, you are famous. A lot of people know that you are famous because, tell us about it. Donald Trump pointed at you and said, "You, come on board. Come on to the stage. Tell us, take it from there. Give us your experience up to the point that you started speaking." Go ahead, man. The floor is yours.
Sure. You know, it was February 18th. You know, I rented a car on the Friday before. It was a Saturday of the rally, and I got up there a day before. You know, I scoped out the area, and I stayed at a hotel. I got there about 4 in the morning, and I just sat on the cold pavement, me and the sprinklers and God, okay? And then some people started piling in. But as you know, Henry, with the interviews that the media gives you, President Trump saw me on Air Force One. And then, here I am front and center, of course, and, a half hour into the rally, no less, he's speaking about the men and women in uniform, and you know how our president is, and he's like, and they sure loved us, sure love me, which is true. You do this to any men and women in uniform, they're smiling today, it's respect. But, and then he points me out, and he's like, and I saw you on TV, saying you love Trump, he tells me to come up, and I jumped the gate right away, and if you heard what he said, Henry, he goes, no, he's okay, I'm not worried, I'm just worried he's gonna give me a kiss,
I heard that part, yeah.
Right? So
let me ask you, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Henry, thank you. And then I had to go walk a little bit down more, okay, and that's where he was talking a little bit, and then he's like, I haven't stopped doing push-ups and sit-ups since. He goes, look at this guy. He's in shape. So I jumped a fence. Now, so Secret Service can't hear, So as I jumped the fence, like I was in 5th grade, as I came off my feet, boom, and they started locking my wrist up and floating me out. I was like, honestly, I went, he wants to talk to me. The president wants to talk to me, And Henry, if you saw the video, I ran up there like I was in 5th grade, sir, and you saw the president with open arms, and we hugged, and, he gave me the microphone, and, and yes, it's just been, it's history as far as I'm concerned.
Before you continue, the part about what made you famous and made the president famous and loved, you hugged him with a bear hug, and that became a symbol to say, this is why he won. Because you don't see presidents or campaign guys that are running as candidates to ever hug somebody. That was That was incredible what you did.
And that's the thing, Henry. Not only he wasn't just hugging the Trump supporter, he was hugging the American people. Exactly, and that's what the president does for us. And he does it to people in different ways. You know what I mean? Of like how my situation was, but absolutely, Henry. I mean, do you want me to continue a little bit of that where I was?
Yes, we will. But before we continue, I got to tell you that I almost came close to canceling with you and rescheduling because I said to myself, the nation is healing right now. We are hurt. But you know what I thought? And I'm a man of God, and I know you're a man of God.
Yes,
and I
sir.
said, we need healing. And I think that we can laugh a little bit tonight, but also we are with our prayers with the 8 that perished and the 12 and this whole city. My city right now, you see my cap, man? My city, New York, is hurting right now. And look where I'm having the interview. Instead of having it at the office, I'm having an interview at the place where it's a half a block away from 9/11 where the 2 towers came down because I'm a New Yorker. And I thought it was appropriate to do this. And right now, bringing you on is bringing unity and bringing healing. Now you can take it from there. Bring that unity, brother.
Well, let me tell you this, Henry. Let the chills get out of my body first after what you just discussed, okay? I'm from New York, too, okay? I'm from Long Island, Lake Ronkonkoma, okay, buddy? You know it, brother. We have that New York bond like the president, right?
That's where you get that accent from. I got your accent. You have a New York accent, but go ahead.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. New York.
No, that's what this is what we the people do. We immediately go into prayer. You know, we show the love of the situation. And now we need to do what we got to do. Yes, will there be some laughter where we can do and things like that? Yes, that's the healing process. That was well said. And, you know, for me to be a part of this right now, what you just said as the story, it's an honor. Okay? Honor. Thank you.
And it's an honor having you because everybody, I've been running your video, which is a lot of hits with that. A lot of people saw that.
You're not kidding.
They know who you are. But today was a day I had to make a decision. And I know you would have been one to say, Henry, I understand. But you know what I said? The show must go on. We're not going to let these terrorists to change our way of life. This show will continue. You're going to show love, and we're going to show unity, how we as Americans come through to all this, right?
Amen. I mean, that's all I can say. I don't even have anything else to add after that, but amen.
But I got to tell you, I'm a man of God, and I'm not ashamed to do it. Our president has actually opened doors that we can actually say, God, our country, God, you know, first God, country, and then our family, our community, man. So I'm not ashamed to say I'm a believer of God, and right now I'm praying for so many people that are hurting in my city. I spoke to so many people, and across the United States, I see people that are hurt right now.
Yes, yes.
We are the leaders, brother. Go ahead.
Absolutely. I mean, for the foot soldiers, right? I mean, that's what our president does. You know, let's just let him run the government, do what he needs to do. You know, and we stay on the grounds, and we the people. I mean, you know, this is what it is now. We the people are moving. This is what the president, you know, he's the messenger. He's said that for how long now, Henry, on the campaign trail?
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, for so long, man.
And it's just, you know, it's just a wonderful thing. Oh, you're low in the lighting? All right, cool.
Hey,
my
listen,
wife
everybody.
I got my director here. She was low in the lighting.
Say hello
but
to
no,
your wife.
You know, Henry, you know, and just with the president, you know, and that's what he does. If you see his speeches now, I mean, the first things, it's what? It's all about God. It's about love. It's about family. It's not the White House. It's our house. We bleed one color red. I mean, you know, and that's how I structure my ways now. Like him. I really do.
I'm gonna tell you, he has the most intense job in the planet, I think, because right now they never seen a president go through so much scrutiny. For a man that was a billionaire, had a comfortable life, but he was so passionate that he said years ago, I don't remember videos, in the 1980s when he interviewed with what's her name, Oprah Winfrey.
Yeah,
and
right.
Yeah, he said it. He has a way. If he takes over as president, he's going to do a difference. And he's doing it.
Yes. Absolutely. I always bring up the example of, you know, when he was 14 years, #1 show, The Apprentice, right? Coming off the helicopter with caviar and a shrimp cocktail, right? Looking so slick in the Trump helicopter. You know, did you ever hear anything so bad about him? And never.
No.
It's so odd. See now that it's, you know, we'll probably get more involved with different things with Crooked Hillary or whatever your show's going to run. I'm here with you. But, you know, this is what he did to us. First off, I never knew nothing about politics, Henry. Up into our president, you know.
Incredible.
Yes, yeah, he taught me everything. I mean, honestly, I voted, but I would vote Republican, and then I go get a hamburger, and didn't know. I didn't know about one-way streets, how we were getting ripped off. I didn't realize with the VA hospitals. I mean, we always knew politicians were pop, 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 bing, bang, but now President Trump taught me, and I'm sure a lot of us, and we the people, our movement, that just look at it. They're falling apart now because God said that's enough.
Let me ask you, Gene. I'm working with a few campaigns right now for U.S. Congress, for U.S. Senate. I agree with you. I used to be in local politics. I actually ran for a local position, which I did not come successful. But after Donald Trump won, he's inspired me and so many Americans to be patriotic. I'm gonna tell you, I've always been patriotic, but now you see me that I have with my suits. I have the pin. Look at yourself with the shirt. Many people, he's brought nationalism to say we are proud to be American. We're proud of our flag. And after this NFL thing, we are more fired up than ever to say this cannot continue to be disrespectful to our military.
No, you know. And then, you know, then the president brings that up in that rally there back in, was it Alabama, I guess, when the two senators were a couple of weeks ago. You know, and the NFL was like, you know, he should mind his own business, blah, blah, blah. You know, look at all the money they're losing. Good, I don't care. You know, they should all join the Hollywood Jerks, okay? When Michael Moore is the director, okay, and they should have a party, because they're stupid. And excuse me, can I say that on the air, that word?
Yeah,
The president does, so I am. But, you know, it's just that simple, Henry. You know, these people, you know, look, I use people example, Kid Rock, Joy Villa, you know, people who love the president, respect the president. You know, Ivanka, when they said about her clothing and her dress wear, what happened? Boom! Everything goes up to the roof. When you mess around with we the people, we're gonna bring it down. That's it.
Exactly. Let me ask you, Gene. Here in New York, we are on high alert, as you could imagine. After what happened yesterday, they're already saying it was high alert. What do you think? I want to ask you real quickly, and you can probably generalize it. Don't get too much into it, but they say this Saturday, November 4th, they're saying that Antifa and some groups want to start so much trouble that they want to overthrow our government. What is your take? Because right now, there's things that are happening that these groups are threatening. What is your take in something like this? In many people's minds, they're worried.
Well, I'll tell you, you know, I'll use Arizona as an example, Henry, because, you know, I've been going to every rally ever since the February hug, okay? And I'll get into that more if I could later. But Arizona on the West Coast, it was done differently the way it was set up with police and the way they did it, because it was more violent on the West Coast, straight up. I'll be honest with you, with the protesters. So when I came out of the rally, there was the SWAT team, and they were holding rifles. I thought I was in like another land, you know. But you know what the bottom line to this all is? Law and order. Okay, that's what's going to happen today. You know, the president's not, you know, he's going to hear this. The police, they're going to communicate. They're not going to let it happen. You know, if anything like that sparks, they'll shoot rubber bullets like they did to Arizona. They'll throw a little tear gas. You know what? President Dummy, if he was still in office, they would still be jumping up and down on police cars.
Yeah, exactly. Okay? That's not going to happen.
I mean, if that was the answer for you, I just believe it's law and order now, and we don't play games no more. You know, and we'll wipe you off the street, and you'll be in jail in 2 seconds. Exactly. And probably have to be out of the country because you're here illegally.
Exactly. You know? Now, I'm going to tell you that I have a lot of faith in our NYPD. Actually, yesterday,
yes,
I was actually there reporting on the scene, but I had Univision, which is the Spanish channel, me being Latino from New York, and I know the reporters, they're colleagues, and they asked me to interview me. And they interviewed me about our president, they interviewed me about the NYPD, but parts were cut for some reason, you know, the producers. But the part that I said was, I support our NYPD, and they're doing everything possible to protect the city. Same thing as our president. He's doing everything possible by the extreme vetting. You heard what he said yesterday.
Yes.
He ordered the DHS to go into more extreme vetting because we need to get to the bottom of this. Not one more life has to be lost. It could be your family or mine. So
absolutely,
we're not going to put up with this, right, brother?
No, brother. No more. Law and order, brother. Simple.
That's it. And you're part of this family. I didn't know you knew. Now I know you're my brother right now. And we not only brothers as godly children, but also as Americans. And I feel proud that I could have one more family member like yourself and so many I have met since the election, since he won. How do you feel? The same way?
Henry, let me tell you, you know how I felt that about you guys? When I sent the message to you, responded in 2 minutes, had the video up, and the love that you messages that you gave me, especially today, I was like, I'm getting chills as I speak about it because you know, not only real quick, Henry, what God has done. You know, I was chosen for this. You know, whether people believe that or not, I know you believe that because there's no way that you can write this up. What happened to me? End of story. Okay.
Exactly.
God's not going to. Can you imagine if God chose me and I didn't talk? You'd be like, "Hey, Gene, what's up?" I'd be like, "Hi, I'm Gene." Right? You know what I mean? So you know, but what really is one of the number one things in my life that's touched my heart is the people that have been placed in my life today. Just like you're saying, you know, and the people I met at rallies. Henry, you know, I have a book coming up later on, and you should see all pictures that I have with people from rallies. It's family. Amen to that.
Let me tell you, brother, when I was here in New York, the mainstream media tried to make Trump supporters to seem racist. And I got to tell you, when I was there reporting in those days, this is like a year ago to today almost, when the whole campaign, I remember hugging people that were Chinese American, Italian, Jewish, Black, Hispanic. I could go on and on and on. And we were holding hands, and I had people that were Chinese American or Chinese people saying, they couldn't speak English. All they could say, "We love Trump." That's all they said. But we held hands and we said, "We are one. We are one." Tonight's message is, whatever these terrorists think in ISIS, they're not going to break our spirit. And we tonight, bringing you on, is to show an example how we stick together as American, and we're going to stick as one. Right, brother?
Brother, let me tell you something. This will be probably one of I've done many interviews so far. This is going to be one of the most touching ones that I've done since February 18th, Henry. And you know, and to be with you involved with it, and in New York, unfortunately, what's going on, and the way you're representing us, and you're there, sir, is I love you. Okay.
Thank you, brother. Love you too, man. Let me tell you, I am a conservative journalist. I'm registered as a journalist here in New York City, as you would see. I'm registered, but they treat me. Thank you. They treat me. I'm using that for this movement, but I'm being treated here like well, the way they treat Donald Trump as a president. The liberals do not like me. A lot of politicians, all the way from the mayor on down. I'm working hard to next Tuesday to unseat this mayor with the mayor that's running right now, the GOP. Her name is Nicole Milikatis, and she is an incredible woman, and she's running, could be the first woman in New York City, and she's half Cuban and half Greek. So she could be so we have a mix of everything as a first time.
Right. I bet you she can cook too, right? She'll be.
Yes, she can, and she dances too, man. I saw her dance before.
Hey, this is super fan. I got some moves too.
Oh. Listen.
Hey, actually, just real quick, you know, this is my set that I do on Twitter Periscope, my friend. You know, I do a show 6 days a week and show love to the people and the president. But just real quick, Henry, this is the shirt that I hugged the president in, right here, as you can see. Okay, these shirts here, this shirt here, you can see is the shirt that I hugged the president and I wear at the rallies and stuff. It's wonderful. Like if they don't recognize my face, it's one of these. It's like,
you're the huggy guy.
That guy? What? You know? And
you know what the name they gave you? They gave you the name the huggy guy. People said, is that the huggy guy? So you're the huggy guy. How do you feel about that being the huggy guy with the president?
You know, it's so funny with my show. You know, it's everything super. You know, like super fan. So I might, because I do. You know what? It's entertainment, man. That's what I do. That's what I do on my show, man. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. What have you?
Yes, you can. Hey, man, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
You know, I'll just be honest with you. I do a show now 6 days a week on Twitter. Okay. And Periscope, okay, with my first lady, which is my wife. That's the name of the show, Henry. Super fan show with his first lady, okay? It represents God, President Trump, we the people, our movement. That's it. You come into my show, it's all about family. It's about love. And I don't even look at the messages. They control that like the family. You know, they welcome people. If people are rude, I used President Trump's term because he didn't patent it. Just hold your potato buds there for a second. I go, you're fired, okay? I get him out of the room in 2 seconds. You know what I mean? But we do the news, we do love, I do wigs, I do comedy, and I lip sing. I have an all-around show. My show is better than any show you see on TV. And the president brought that up, and that's how my mind sparks. When he brought a tweet about how these late-night shows want to disrespect our president, well, we need to get equal. When I heard that tweet, that was a New York thing to me, Henry. I said, bing. So I do that now. I get revenge to the people, but I do it in a professional way. I don't do it nasty. My room is my show is a very respectful show, you know. But and I wanted to bring that up. You know, I have some partners that I work with the Blessed Closer Nation. He's on in the mornings. You know, we work together as a team. And our objective is the president and God, president, and we the people, Henry. Thank you for letting me share that about my show.
Of course, man. I want you to send me your links and everything, and slowly, I'm gonna prepare everything. I'm going to put the links where people can reach you on your show, times and everything. And we have right now people from across the United States who will be watching this not only live, but in the next few days. So this is something that people have given me the opportunity to, God open doors, where I am doing what I'm doing as a show, working with candidates, because I want to be a difference in the 2018 midterm elections and the local elections. But we want to help you because we help each other. We want to help each other.
Yes.
And I want to promote you. So send me your links. I want everybody to know this is Gene Huber. He is the Huber and slash the Huggy Man. I mean, people know him as the person that hugs the president. Some people I noticed that they don't like the fact that we're talking about God. I'm sorry if people do not like it, but people that are on this page have to know We are a free country, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, and we have the freedom of speech and religion to talk about God. If you believe in whatever you believe in, the First Amendment does protect that on you, but please be respectful of everybody else.
Yes.
And that's what we are part. We don't want to sound like
Yes.
the liberals, right? Who try to shut us up and not let us speak our mind, right?
Absolutely, Henry, and that's a great point. Just super quick to cover that, we bring it up just like we do, and that's it. I don't treat anything like I'm past the gene. No, it's just a little bing bang with the Lord, and bang, we're gone. But I understand. We can move on. Go ahead.
Let me ask you. Some people, I got to answer a question. I can't answer everybody. Thank you, everybody that is giving up. There's too many people. We have hundreds of people, but we want to tell everybody thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yes.
And Gene is happy. The Superfan is happy. Henry Live is happy. But I got to tell you, somebody's asking, and I'm going to ask you, have you had any inspiration to run for office in the future? Answer. Go ahead.
You know what, Henry? You never know. I mean, I can see that happening. I mean, I could, because I know we the people, and if my head's on right with the things that need to be done, yes, I would. But right now, what my mission is what I'm doing today.
Awesome.
It's giving love and support for the president, and we the people are moving. Most importantly, because Henry, you heard what I said up on the stage. We the people are moving. Is the reason why our president of the United States is standing right here today. If it wasn't for us, we wouldn't be calling our president President Trump.
Exactly.
So my love for the family is very big.
And we are grassroots movement. We're going to do everything possible to work with these midterm elections to help the president next year to get this thing going. And Gene, you are an incredible guy. God bless you. Love you as a brother in God, as an American. Hope to get you on soon. Send me the links. Tell me everywhere. I want to put these links up. I'll do it later on tonight, and everybody's going to have that. One last thing. Remember to everybody, this is bigger than Donald Trump, our president. This is bigger than Gene. This is bigger than Henry. This movement is the survival of our country, and we're going to work hard to move forward. Right, Gene? Yeah,
Henry. Can I just say like a quick closing?
Please.
Henry, I want to thank you, sir. Now we're messaging. We're brothers now. We're staying in contact, period. You need me for anything. I don't care. I'm there for you. Vice versa. Okay?
I'm going to have you on soon again, brother. You believe that?
Straight up, okay? All right, number two, we the people are movement. Even if there's some folks out there that are not with our president or might have a little disagreement, give the man a chance. If you have a portfolio, you're rich, okay? Start looking at the things that he's doing and all the promises that our president has made that he's able to do, okay? He's doing. He loves each and every one of us Americans, and he tells us that daily. Okay, and to know that our president loves us, thank you for that, Henry.
Exactly.
And, I'm going to message you. I want to thank you again, and I love you, sir. Nice meeting you.
Thank you. God bless you. So to close the show, I want to let everybody know, again, our prayers are for New York City, to the 8 victims that lost their lives, their families, the 12 people that are injured. I think some of them, I believe it's 8 of them, are still in the hospital. Some are critical. They are expected to live, thank God. Right now, the city right now is hurting, but we are healing as a nation, and our president has spoken on the issue, and we're going to be united as Americans. So thank you, everybody that's joined me. The Superfan Gene will be with you soon. Again, God bless you, and God bless America, and God bless our president, Donald J. Trump.
God bless you.
I
See you later.
Brother.
Super Henry.
Woo! Thank you. Well, thank you so much to Gene Gobert. And he has been a tremendous, the super fan. Thank you, everybody that's joined me. And just to let you know that our prayers are again for the families that lost their lives in yesterday's tragedy. But also this Saturday, November 4th, for many people that are conservative and are part of the Trump movement, know that they've been saying that Antifa and many groups, Black Lives Matter, a lot of groups, may be hitting the streets, and they say they want to take back the streets and they want to overthrow our president. This is something that Department of Homeland Security, the DOD, everybody, police department, NYPD here, and all police departments across the United States are aware of it. We ask that it's our prayers that we are safe. And just to let you know, the government is planning to do an EMP drill, which it's supposed to be lights out, in which EMP, electric magnetic pulse. I have some studies I was going to do in that, but I'm still working on building that together. but an EMP can be shot by Kim Jong-un, and they say it's not just a nuclear attack, let's say on the West Coast. They say if he shoots a nuclear weapon straight up into the sky, into space, he can actually take out our power grids. There's 3 power grids in the United States, and it's the West Coast, in the middle of the United States, and the East Coast. If they were to take down one of them, we would be in a crisis. There have been experts that have said that if they were to shoot this and we lose light and power, they say in a few months, at least 75% of Americans could be dead, and within a year, maybe 95% of Americans. So they have to take this serious. There's been a commission on this in the Senate, so I'll be watching this very closely. I will be updating you in the near future. But this Saturday, much prayers, because they do plan to do a drill of an EMP drill, in which they've talked about it. They've done it here before in New Jersey and New York. They did it back in March of this year, and now they're going to be doing something else. So thank you so much for joining me, Henry, live here from the Oculus building near the 9/11 Memorial. Thank you so much for everybody that joined me, Superfan Gene, and God bless you, and hope to hear and see you guys soon. God bless.